Hi, in this demo I'm going to show you how we can leverage some of the features like online exams, lesson planning, and rate the trainer from TrackMyClass. So for that we have set up a simple training institute with a couple of courses, and I already created this sample with the data so that we can speed up this demo. So this is the administrator perspective, and when you create an employee, so you can create an employee by clicking on the menu, and you have this employee management, and you can add a new employee or a trainer. So when you create a new employee, there is an option for it's a very simple form, so you can enter the employee name, and there is a flag for is a trainer. If you enter the trainer, you can enter a couple of other parameters. If it's a normal support staff, then you can uncheck them. And if you go down, there is a one important factor is an appointment. So here it's help you to create appoint that employee to a particular location. In this example, so we have created a simple structure with 3 branches in different part of the country: location 1, location 2, and the Pune branch. So you can allocate that person employee to a particular location, and you can assign them employee categories, a teaching staff, and you can also define the designation, what designation, and the pay grade as well. This is for your appointing the person to a particular location. Second tab, you can enable the user, so you can enter the email ID or phone number. So when you create, we will send automatically send an email to the person so that he can log in and access the system. And if he's a trainer, so there's the last one is the allotment. So in the allotment is allow, if he's a trainer, then you can allocate certain subject, and you can assign this person to a particular subject. For example, like in this example, so you can assign this person to, for location 1 is going to take JE basics, and for this batch, and he's going to do that max. The same way you can allocate that person for maybe this is one of the best benefit where you can still appoint that person to a location 1, and you can if you are sharing the resources or sharing the teacher between multiple branches, then you can still allocate that same person to a different branch. Location 1 is going to take the other subjects as well for the another course called GE Advanced. So you can going to take science, or the max advanced. So that way you can define this person to a particular class. So this is how you create an employee. I'm going to also show you some of the courses you got for our sample development. The moment you before I go there, the moment you create this allotment and create the employee will get an email ID with this access code, since you have enabled this user access, and he can log in with this username. So when the employee log in, here what he gets, so he has been allocated to JE Advanced for the JE Basic, and Max for JE Advanced, and he is going to take Max Advanced for the JE Advanced course. So now these are the course classes that trainer going to take. If the trainer click on this particular class, assuming that, for example, like the trainer goes to the class 1 and take the class and come back, and he can update this details here. So this is the best access if you give your trainers a tablet. Nowadays the cost of the tablet is very less. If you give them a tablet with internet access, they can able to do all these activities from their tablet. So imagine they go to a classroom, they click on the particular class they are going to take, and it show you all the list of activities they can do. They can take an attendance, they can update the lessons, they can give assignments, and they can share photos or videos with the students. They can give remarks on the individual student's name. Then also the trackables, which is you can track some of the additional non academic skills, like listening, writing, communications, attitude, is team work, team building. Then again, the review students allow you to see the students activities. You can see the timetable if any. Then if exams, you can update the marks. And again, you have access to the trainer's content. I'll cover that slightly later. So this is the trainer when they logs in. Okay, I'm going to show you the course details. So if you go to the menu and click on course management, you have all courses. Click on the all courses. That will show you the courses which has been already configured. So I have a JEE Basic, JEE Advanced, and JEE Online. So I'm going to click on JEE Basics to show you what are the options available. So if you look at these are some of the menus which you can do with the JEE Access that show you the subjects. So these are the subjects which I have created, and examination I have not scheduled anything, but you can schedule an examination. Then these are the list of fees which we have configured for that particular course. And the other one is if we have syllabus, for example, like you have a currently you are following the 2013 syllabus, but the next year you are introducing a new syllabus, then you can add a new syllabus. So that way it's allow you to have multiple syllabus for a particular course, but in a regular scenario you can manage with one syllabus. So this is an active syllabus courses from the active subjects from the active syllabus. You can add new subjects by clicking on the manage subject. So here is an option. I have already covered how to create this subject in a separate video, so I'm not going to take you through that. But if you look at if you go to the action against each subject, there are some of the menu options displayed. So these menu options are edit subject, so it's allow you to edit the subject. You can add a side subject, a kind of sub subject. Then you can do online exams, or you can add a chapters and content. So I'm going to click on the chapters and content. Okay, so that's the first thing you do. So I'm clicked on chapter and content. Again, it's allow you to create new chapters, so you can create a new chapters. For example, like click on add chapter, so you can say lesson 2. So the is a root parent, so we need not select a parent. Now the lesson 2 is created. Then I can add a new child chapter against that. So you can say chapter 1, or I can create another chapter 2 as well. Against a lesson 2. So when you update, it automatically creates these chapters. So this is a completely drag and droppable, so you can move the chapters, you can play around. So the other option, once the chapters are created, you can do a couple of other options. First thing is you can upload the content. I have already done some options, so I'm going to show you. If you click on edit, it will show you some of the existing contents which you have uploaded. So I have uploaded a couple of content, so I'm going to show you. Click on new content. So there are three type of content you can upload. One is the text content, where it is the you can create a whatever the title, the notes, then you can create a notes here directly, or if you have a document, you select the document and you can choose the PDF or PPT or any other file, you can upload them. Third option is you have a video, so you can record a video, then you can upload the video here. So these are three type of content you can upload. Then you have something called scope. The scope is decides like whom it should be displayed. If you say student, this will be displayed to the student and the trainer, and if you have trainer, then it will be displayed only to the trainers, and if you have a parent, then it will display to the parent and the trainer. So these are options. The parent option is very rarely used, but the widely used options are student and trainer. So for if you want to upload the student, you can record a lesson, and then you can upload them. The student can watch it from their home whenever they have time. So there are two type of content you can upload. You can do a kind of pre-intro sessions. You can upload quick videos so that the student can watch them from their home, and they can attend the classroom session. The other one is you can record this entire session, you can upload them. The student can use it as a revising mechanism, so that whenever they have a doubt, they can come and watch it again. So this is the for the student side, and the training side is very powerful. If you are running a multiple chain of institution in different location, you can upload the train the trainer videos, train the trainer documents on how to teach certain subject and how to interact with the students, and so that you can build this knowledge base. And whenever the new trainer or new employee joins, they can watch this video, they can go and teach that mechanism. So that way you are building a scalable option, and also you are building this knowledge base, so that inducting a new trainer or starting in a new location, it's become simple. When it will be very useful for even the schools and college level, where you can build this knowledge base, and whenever there's a new employee joins, they can easily pick up. They need not reinvent that whole stuff. So this is the how we use it for trainer. So I'm going to show you some of the options you got. So one is you can upload the content. Other one is you can upload the questions. So there are for uploading the question, there are a couple of, I have already uploaded a couple of questions here. So we support some kind of formula based questions as well. So you can create, we have a Word template. You can create these questions in a Word template and you can upload them. Or you can, if the questions doesn't have any formula or very simple question, we also have a Excel template. We can upload the Excel template for the particular chapter. Or if you want to create the question directly, you can do that as well. So if you go to action, you have a create questions, upload questions. If you go to the create questions, so the create question allow you to you enter the question paragraph, then you can also enter the options for that questions. Here there are multiple options. There are 4 options by default. It is coming option 1, 2, 3 and 4, but you can also add additional options if you want. And once you enter the option, out of 4, if the first one is correct answer, so you can click on the correct answer and it will automatically mark the marks as a 1. So this allow you to whenever the user choose this particular option, then this mark 1 will be assigned to the user. So this, you have a complete flexibility. You can also, for the complex question, you can assign additional marks if they get it correct. But we also support the multi-choice option. So in the same question there are 2 are optional, so you can still do a 0.5 marks here and 0.5 marks here. So it's a very flexible system where you can you can do marks as well, and you can also do a negative marks by giving, if you want to give them kind of 0.5 negative marks, so that also possible. So this is the chapter level. So you create a subject, you come to the chapter, you create the chapters, then you can upload the videos. And so initially you build this knowledge base, and once you configure it, this is available for all the batches and the future batches. So it is not that you have to do it for each and every batch. So once you do it once, then it can be used for forever. So this is on the course side. So now I've shown you how to create an employee, how to assign a subject to that employee. Then I have also shown you the course option. So you created a course, and the same way you have these online exams as well. You can create online exams on the chapter level. So you can create online exams for a chapter level. That's again is a very simple option. You click on the create new, and this is this asks you to enter the exam name. So online exams. So there are two type of option is there, either time bound or number of fixed number of questions. So you can say time bound. That means like you can say how many duration it is, and if it's you can mention the questions as well. So 30 questions in 25 minutes. So you can also do a negative marking. If you enable the negative marking, then the minus for the global if you are not configured. The other option is make it invisible. That means this online exams can be assigned to the particular class through a assignment. I'll cover that slightly later. And here the other option, number of attempts allowed. By default it is 1, but for a practice exams, if you can allow the student can take multiple times that same exams. And also you can do a validity date, like a start date and end date, so that these exams will be available only between that time. So this will be very useful when you want to do a kind of final exams. Then you have this two type of option. One is the random question. So the system will automatically select question from this particular chapter randomly. It picks up. The other option is you can do a specific questions. So in this chapter, you can say like in the chapter on the lessons 1. So it's chapter 1, yeah. So you have these are the questions are available on the chapter 1. You select the question and you can move this selected question from here to here. So this is kind of activated. So you can move this question from here to here. And the same way if you want to move them, so you can select another chapter and move the questions here. So that way you can do a specific questions, or you can do a random questions. So there's a very simple options. You can define the online exams. And when you create a student, so I'm going to show you a quick student option. So when you create a student, the same like employee, you can also give them access. So now this is again a simple form. You enter the student name, and you can there is an option called enable student user. So here is the option where you can enter the email ID or phone number of the student. Then will send the login details automatically. In case if the student doesn't have an email and phone number, then what you can do is you can enter the password, a secret password. You can enter the secret password, and you can so when you create this student, we are creating also the parent name is mandatory. Again, you can give parent also access the same way. You enter the email or phone number, then parent also they can log in and see the progress of their kid. So this is the admission. You admit the student on so you can create which location you want to admit the student on the basics and section A, and that's it. So you can put some of them are optional details, like when is the course start and end date. You can do them. There are some of the additional one for to do. Then you create a student. You can assign multiple admission to a student at the same time. So when the student is created, you can apply the fee, like whichever the fee is applicable for the student. So it's the receipts are generated for them. For now I'm going to skip that. So when you click on show page, so here this is the unique ID which is generated. So this will be useful for the student who doesn't have the email or phone number. So what you can do is you can convey this unique ID along with the password to them, so that they can use that as a login when they to access their information. But if they have an email and mobile number, you don't need to enter the password. We'll automatically send them. So once the student is created and you share this password to them, or once they receive that email ID, they can log into this system. This is the student login. So when you student login, this is what they get. It say, okay, this is the student and who's the which course he is studying. Then these are some of the options which are available. See, attendance, learning, practice, and online exams. So this also give you a kind of attendance of the particular student. As a teacher, as I told you, how you can work. So you can go to the teacher and you can take an attendance. So I'm going to make this student 6 as an absent or leave. So I mark them as a leave just to demonstrate that. You can also change the date and time if you want. So when you log in as a student, your attendance will be automatically updated. Depends on can you see here? So this is since the out of that many period, then the student is skipped one of them. Based on that, this graph is generated. Now you have option of go to content. So when you click on go to content, then it will show you the this is an online learning starting. So it show you the list of subject you have configured. So you can click on the subject. I've clicked on max. Now it's take the user to the max subject, where it show you all the list of planned exams for the max subject and what date it will be accessible, and how many attempts they can do, so that they can take go through that particular test. Again, you have this list of chapters which you have created, and also it's indicator of some of the contents and the questions and online exams which are created against that. So you can click on I'm going to click on the chapter which has some content. So I'm clicking on this chapter. So you can see the content which we have created, these additional notes and document and the additional text. So if you click on for example, I'm going to click on the document. So if you have uploaded some of the documents, it will automatically show them here, so that they can watch it from their home on whenever they have a time. The same way, if you upload the video, then it is accessible for them to be watched. So it's again, this will work on mobile, or if they have a tablet, they can access it from the tablet. So this is the kind of document which they can access it from their system. So these are the other additional documents available, and these are the online exams which are created for that particular chapter. And this is the self-assessment which they have taken a test. So if they want to take an additional practice test, and they can do that. Right. This is for learning. So, and one of the best part of the learning is there is a chart which is generated. That is how it is generated is based on, suppose you have a chapters, though whether you can once the student understood the concept, so you can go and rate his confidence, how he understood against the particular chapter using this rating. So you can say that I understand the basics, or I have practiced this, I attend the class, I read the chapters and content, I understand the concept, I practiced it. then I am confident. So if you do a confident, then if you go back to the chapter, so these his learning abilities are calculated. So if you have a 10 chapters and the student is confident in all of the 10 chapters, then his learning confidence will increase here. Same way for the practice. The more this practice is calculated based on the how many, when they take practice test, and if they get more answers right against the number of tests which they have attempted, then the confidence increase. And this is the final online exams. So whenever they take a test, if they get it answer correct, then that will reflect here. So these are kind of indicator how the student performing. I'm going to show you another important features for this which is related to lesson plan. So as an administrator, okay, if you go to the menu, we have this academic and promotion. On the classroom management, we have something called lesson plan. You click on the lesson plan, it show you the batches which are active batches. So you can have a different lesson plan for different batch and different lesson plan for different location. Or if you have a multiple batches running parallelly, then you can have a different lesson plan for each batch. Basically, lesson plans are associated with the batch. So I'm going to create this batch. You select a subject. So this show you all the list of chapters available for that particular batch and their timings, when the trainer should start, and when you can also set the target for the trainer as well as the target for the student. So for these examples, I'm going to mark this for this week. So the lesson 1 should be covered between this week for the chapter 1 for this current week. I mean, if you don't want to put the top level chapters, you can remove them. Normally we can plan it for the particular chapter level. So chapter 1 is for this week, we are confident. The same way you can go for science, and so there's no chapter is there, so I'm going to skip this, and I'm going to chapter 2 as well for this week on 11th. So this again, you do it when you start a batch. You can just go through them, and you can put the target date for the particular lessons. So when the moment the student logs in, so previously we didn't have the lesson plan. When the student logs in, this will show you the list of the plans which you have created for him. So can you see here? So it will show you this week plan, and these are the 2 chapters need to be covered for the max. If you have a chapters for the other subject as well, it will be coming as another box, so that it will give you a target. So student can click on the chapter 1 and straight away go to the content option which is available to them, so they can do the practice, they can do all these activities available to them. So that is for the lesson plan. And also if you have any updates or any assignment, that also come as a feed here. So for example, like I have created an assignment. If you can go to the teachers, and here there's a give assignment work, so you can click a new assignment. You can say kind of practice or you can create an assignment, and you can give them marks. If you want to give them motivated, you can give them some marks, or if you don't want, you can put up mark it as 0. And you can also send a SMS to the student and parent if they want to send to them as a message, but otherwise you can skip them. So when you do that, it's automatically, when the student goes in, it automatically show you the attendance and also the upcoming for example, I'll show you for 10th you're assigning some target, any other work. It can be a homework, or it can be a kind of weekend projects or anything. So for example, I put 5 marks here. So this is the assignment which has been created here. So you can see the assignment was successfully created. So you say read page from 10 to 15. So when the student log in next time, he can able to see the message is being assigned to them. So you can say that okay, this is the assignment, the submission date is 11th. So here they can also comment it out. So if the students have some questions on what to do, they can chat between themselves. So this is on the student side. So one last thing I want to show you is the rate the trainer. So this option again, so you can ask the students to rate them on a frequency of every 15 days or 20 days. So this is the trainer, and these are the subject they are going to take, and you can mark them on the frequency, and the student also type if they want to share any information about that experience, and click on update, and it gets sent to the server. Now if you go to this particular location 1, and if you click on so we have a trainer rating. So this is for the location 1. One of the main option is the trainer rating, and if you click on the trainer rating, and you can able to see their kind of rating by different options. So what are the different rating which they got? So it will be shown against each employee, and there will be a report for each month. So if there are multiple every month, you can see them how they are performing how the students rate them, their teachers. So that's all for the academic side of it. And all these features, what you see, the attendance, learning, practice, online exams, even the rate trainer can be enabled or disabled based on your requirement. For example, like you don't want the student to take a practice test, or if you don't want the your student, don't want to give the student access to rate the trainer, that can be done through a course setting. So you go to the courses, you can click here, or you can go to course management, all the courses, click on the course you want to disable that particular functionality, and here these are the options of which are available. So you can click on that option, and you can say that okay, I don't want my student to rate my trainer, I want them to self assignment, now I want to online exams, I want to just provide a content access. So if you update the courses, then when the student logs in, so they will get only the option which they can they are allowed to do it.